while we're doing this, take a moment to breathe that in. I feel like really like, whew, like this incredible energy of just, of what's possible for everybody. Not sure why it's not letting me to pin you. If I spotlight her, maybe. There we go. I spotlighted you. There we go. Now I can add me. There we go. Hi, Cindy. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you. What a day. Oh my gosh.
I'm still like overcome with emotion. I just feel like so I'm really grateful that you're here today. Thank you for being with us. Share where you were before this work.
Wow. Well, where was I? Pretty much nowhere. I got to tell you, I am, I'll tell you right up front, I'm 66. And for most of my working life, I had no idea what I wanted to do. So it was a joke in my family. You want career advice? Go to Cindy. She's done everything. So I've done everything and never found the right fit for what I was doing. I would start a job. I was an English major, so of course you're going to teach. Didn't care for teaching. I didn't care for working in financial services, which is where I wound up. That's where I was right before I came to you. Many things. It was just never the right fit. People say, Cindy, you look great. If a career were a garment, I would say, you look great in that. That's great. Here, try this other one. We want to promote you. I knew it wasn't right. I never knew. So I found myself, I taught for a while. The teaching came to me later in life, actually, and I loved teaching reading. So I was tutoring students, but that wasn't giving me the income I needed. The most profound work I ever did was teaching students who did not know how to read when they were 7 or 8 years old, and in a year and a half, they would be on grade level. That was great, but it was not going to get me the house in Montana that I wanted in a couple of years when I got my daughters out of school. So I turned to financial services and still didn't fit.
Yeah.
But a mentor in that arena said, Cindy, you need to listen to this class that Danielle Amos is giving. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And then I went on vacation and I came back and I said, no, I have to quit. I'm not doing this anymore. So I reached out to Julianne and she said, Cindy, you don't have to stop working with Danielle. We have a wonderful program called Thinking into Results. And she told me how much it cost. And I was not exactly sure my husband was going to go for that. And he said, Cindy, what do you have right now in your little savings account? Well, I had about a third of it. And he said, you put that down and we'll just make payments and we'll see what happens. When I made the decision to do it, when Julianne told me that it changed her life, when this mentor, this woman I worked with in financial services, told me what it had changed in her life, something in those people, those self-actualized people, the people that you taught, Danielle, reached into my soul. And I said, yes, this is going to give me the answer. I know it is. So within 3 weeks, my husband saw an incredible difference. I joined a 6 a.m. study club. That's part of the program, guys. And I would wake him up in the morning. Honey, you've got to hear this. The poor man was just bombarded as soon as he woke up with these wonderful things that I've learned. So it was an immediate change in my life. That today is about decision. If you'd ask me to name my top 2 or 3 lessons, the decision lesson would be among the first in thinking into results, because that's where it all starts. I read the article in TIR about decision that Bob wrote and realized you decide or you disintegrate. I can't remember the exact words, but I looked around my home. I'm a clutterer. I have a lot of clutter, and I looked around and I saw the stack of books next to my comfy chair, and and the unfinished sewing projects in the family room, and every single one of those things is a decision I did not make, and it trickled down. This big decision that I made to join you, Danielle, trickled down into my life. And so projects are getting finished. Little things, you talked about little things, I think, on Wednesday. Little things are just clearing up. I lost 6 pounds. I didn't do anything. I just, knowing who I am and knowing what I wanted, applied to going to the refrigerator or ordering a meal. I mean, the decision to join, as you said, instantly flipped, and I became who I've been all along. And now it's my turn to cry, but didn't feel the encouragement from you, from the group, and from all of this work that Bob Proctor did and you did. It is golden. It is certainly worth every penny and more. Should you be on the wondering, I have found more times than not things coming to me that are advancing my goal. So anyway, I'm talking and talking and talking.
I love it. You've since your goal, you've since started a business, like you have just totally revamped your life.
I have. I still have a day job, as they would say it, but I hope, I'm sure soon, probably in the next year, it'll go away. I had an idea on vacation, and all my life I've had ideas, and I didn't have the self-worth to say, Cindy, that's worth pursuing. But this time I did. And Danielle, I have to tell the story. You said, make a goal. This was the first week, the introductory week. And I made my C goal. I thought, wow, this is wild and crazy. I had this idea for a product when I was on vacation in June. And I'm going to have $1 million company. It's going to be great. And then I was like, oh no, how am I going to make $1 million company? And then the next week you said, just put a 0 on that goal. Oh, yeah. Put a 0 on it. And instead of becoming more afraid, Danielle, my head exploded. Confetti came out. I laughed out loud. Danielle, this is my C goal. I am the owner of a $10 million company that has changed the way women encounter the world. I have that idea. That is my mission. I wake up with it every morning. I reached out to a friend. I said, listen, I have this crazy idea. I knew she'd been in marketing and had launched projects all over the world. I said, would you just listen to me for 5 minutes? And in 2 minutes, she said, I love it. Let's do it. In 2 minutes, this very accomplished woman. Then I said, I don't know how to make this thing. A friend of a friend said, oh, I know somebody who does that. She's 80 years old. She was dancing on the deck. Oh, this is so exciting. It's going to happen. I'm talking to a manufacturer.
It's all happening. It's all happening right
it's
now.
all happening,
like,
Danielle.
Isn't
Yes.
this cool? Could you guys see how Sydney's just like attracting like a friend of a friend? Like, this is how it happens.
That's how it happens. That's happening to me. And I know it's not just me. I see all of these women in this company, in this assembled group, that it's true for all of them. I know it can be.
And were you always this confident? Because like you are just beaming with confidence.
No,
you just like, it's happening.
No, I remember one Thanksgiving, actually the first Thanksgiving in our home, many years ago. I was apologizing as I said, we used to have holidays for strays. This was after college. Nobody could afford to go home. So we'd have holidays for strays. Whoever couldn't go home would come to our house and I would feed them. I'd say, oh, the sweet potatoes, they're a little this way or that. And it was the joke, Cindy, you should make a book, Cooking with Confidence, because I was not cooking with confidence. So no, to answer your question, no. It has all come from this. All of it. All of it. It's who I am. Danielle, I was walking down the street.
Can we acknowledge Cindy's energy right now? Like how she's showing up in the world.
Sorry.
This is not the Cindy. So we can interview Cindy's husband. This was not the Cindy that came into the work. by the
No,
way. 3 weeks. But this is the true Cindy. Can you feel how authentic she is? This is the true Cindy. She just had layers of crap all in her subconscious mind that wasn't allowing the light to come through. She released the crap. And here she is. Here she is. Her truth. Yeah. Do you have any last words for us?
Oh, no, I suppose I've said it all. There is a little bit of a dark side in TIR, the terror barrier. I want to say I encountered it. And I will say this, yes. When we talked about the fear, if any of you are feeling fear right now about doing this, I will say that I worked on what do I do when I feel fear, because I felt it so much and so long in my life. I did not want, when I made my affirmation about this terror, this fear that is inevitable for everyone, I did not want the word fear in it. I flipped it over and it was wonder. I approached the world with wonder.
Wow.
And so,
word.
So anyway, yes, wonder. If you're wondering, if you're afraid, say, gee, I wonder what will happen if I join this group. I wonder what will happen. And you will have special things. Yeah, I know. It's a great word, wonder.
So good. That is so good. That's huge.
I have, since I wrote that sentence, I have not regretted anything I have approached with that attitude. Nothing negative has happened. Nothing.
It's huge. Nothing. It's huge. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for your time. I'm grateful for your share and your energy with us. Just contagious confidence and such beauty and grace. And I would say, like, oh my gosh, a great ripple effect. And I cannot wait. Well, I'm already experiencing actually the benefit of your $10 million company and beyond by having you here on stage. Wouldn't you all agree that we're already experiencing the benefit of Cindy in the world with this incredible company?
Thank you. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you.
So proud of you. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. Well, I knew that Spirit was guiding me to bring Cindy on as my like I could feel my energy just oh gosh, I'm just like overwhelmed, I think, with the gratitude of this work and just allowing myself also to feel what it feels like to see all of you step into your power and really who you are. I just saw that Samantha, I'll be getting on the phone call with you for a one-on-one, because that bonus that I offered for everyone that registered right now during this call, you'll have a one-on-one with me. So that's Rosetta and Samantha so far. That's amazing. So Samantha, her hands are sweaty. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. So I'm just going to review decision here as we wrap today and the power of decision. Get present to what you've achieved this week. And Cindy said she turned her fear into wonder. This is a huge epiphany for me, actually, because I often say I use what if. So it's very similar to wonder. What if? The truth is you have infinite possibilities in your life, and you have the one that we've been visualizing all week for yourself. This is your truth. And so is your current situation and everything in between. And so if we have wonder, like Cindy says, if we go into what if, Napoleon Hill gives us this, he says that it's just as easy to focus on what you want, prosperity and abundance, that it is to focus on lack and limitation. It takes the same amount of energy. It's just your decision what you focus on. So the truth is, this is possible for you, and this is possible for you, and everything in between. What are you going to decide for yourself? And if we take Cindy's wonder I wonder, yes, I can be in fear and keep doing what I'm doing. Or what if I just turn that to wonder and allow my mind to wander in my imagination? That is a beautiful picture that feels good. And feeling is your secret in all of this. Because anytime that you feel a negative emotion, it's not true. Like I said in our fear module, you are out of alignment with your truth. Cindy feels so good right now to herself and to all of you because she's in alignment with who she truly is, her truth, her infinite potential. And that is contagious. That's contagious. That is light. That is the giraffe that I'm speaking about. That's who we are in the world. We're meant to be that. And one by one, as we wake up to our truth, the world becomes a better place. You've got to decide for yourself, because that decision inspires everyone around you. I promise there's a great ripple effect. And that's really why I do this work, because I have a vision of how the world changes as each one of us stands in our power. Think about that. That's a world that works, where our children grow up knowing that they can be, do, and have anything that they want. When each one of us walks side by side, equal power, but different. When I look at you, I know that you can have all that you say that you want. When we look at each other, when we see each other walking down the street, we acknowledge each other's infinite potential. And we only see each other with having all of that abundance. That's our birthright. And it doesn't matter where that person is right now. We know that once they make the decision to have it all, they can have it all. And it's just a decision. The decision to be worthy, to be your 3 words. To be who you truly are. I'm so proud of you. So what's next is the Q&A tomorrow. Thank you for all of you that put questions into the chat. Please continue to do that. Do your homework. Really cement and acknowledge the growth that you've experienced this week. Voice it, because that's how we integrate it. So as you're doing that, I just want you to see that your words have power, and that the growth that you've experienced needs to be acknowledged. So do that in the group as your homework. Fill out the questions in your book. And the bonuses, the fast action bonuses, are here until tomorrow after the Q&A. Then we've got program bonuses that are available to you until the 28th. You have all the replays. One of the questions that we always get is like, can I, how long do we have replays? You can watch these sessions as often as you'd like up until the 28th. They are yours. They're in the group. Download the workbook. There's still tons of time to invite people. And then I'd love for you to go out and practice making decisions quickly in your world this weekend, especially like when you go out to eat, just like how I explained to you. Go to the restaurant and make the decisions based on desire. Just really follow your heart and lean in and notice what happens when you go first and how the universe follows. I'm so proud of all of you, for each of you. I'm just going to turn my view to Valerie as I look and we wrap. Deborah, I love those red lips, the more burgundy lips. So beautiful. Thank you, Patricia, as well. She's got her red lips on. It's so nice to see you. Cindy, yours just glowing still. Hi, Kathy. Thank you so much to all of you that have been here with us this week. It's been powerful. And Kathy says, I love all of this. I do as well. I'm so good. Marissa just has a win. Continue to share with your wins in the group as well. Let us congratulate you and celebrate you. Thank you for being here. Expect abundance. It is your birthright. Expect it. You'll always get what you expect. I see you, Cindy. That's so good. You'll always get what you expect. A huge thank you to Cindy for sharing her energy with us. Thank you so much for that as well. Thank you to Leslie, if she's still on. Leslie Spencer Cooper, thank you. I appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow.